I'm just getting organised. I'm going to leave some stuff here in the donga because I don't need to carry it all the way into Karijini, and then I've got to worry about it leaving in the car park. I guess you've got to walk miles to see the places that are interesting, so going to leave a bit of stuff here. Going to catch up with a mate that lives here. I thought he wasn't here, but he's actually here, so I'm going to catch up with him for a coffee first, and then go and just see how much I can see today. Looking around, see if I can get somewhere out to Wittenoom. If not, I'll do that tomorrow. Depends on how much I hang around at the other places, I guess. I probably won't go swimming too much or anything like that, so let's see what today brings and go from there. I'll see you on the road.
Had my coffee with the guy I know up here, and now just heading out to Karijini. So I think the plan might be we'll have a look at Karijini, a few sites, and then maybe even go out to Wittenoom today, depending on if I get time or how much I look at Karijini. Being on the bike, I can't really trek for the day and just leave everything on the bike sitting there, so the plan might be to hit a couple of the sites, have a look around as much as possible, and then if there's any time left over, go out to Wittenoom. You could probably spend a day out at Wittenoom on its own, but we'll see how it pans out. I've got tomorrow as well if I need to, so we will see what happens. We're just heading out. I think this heads out to Mount Bruce, which must be that mountain there. So this is just a gravel road out to Mount Bruce.
So here I am at Mount Bruce. I'm not going to do the climb. As I said, I'll do that when I've got the car and got some more time. I'm just going to have a quick look around. So stop here for a bit and then have a look around here, just a short one, and then head off.
So we'll head back out to the road, and then I think we head out to our first Karijini Gorge. So you have to stop here. Looks like it's a self-managed thing. So there's $7 to get in. It's an unmanned thing, so put in an envelope. Make sure I've got my wallet still, yep. And plug it in there, and you tear off a bit of paper, and that's your pass if you get checked, I guess. We're going to head down here. I think this is, let's turn to gravel here, but this is a loop. It goes around a couple of gorges. And the eco retreat, so we'll get to see that. So this has a tent accommodation and a bar and a restaurant, and it's that sort of eco style raised tent stuff. We'll just do a run through here and have a look. A whole heap of solar panels for power. So there's reception. There's the restaurant. And here's all the little tents out in the bush. So not too glamorous, but probably better than putting up your own tent. Okay, oh, well, that's the eco resort. So this should be, is this Knox Gorge? here you go, first lookout. Oh, there's another landing over there from that other path I can see. That is a long way down. Look at that. That is unbelievable. And this is like the other side of where I was earlier. I thought it was a loop that actually come around here, but it's not. It's two separate roads that come in. So I had to double back out. So I'm here at the Wittenoom Gorge. I don't know if the camera shows the scale of this, but this is a big cutting, and it goes around here, and there's water in the bottom. It's unbelievable. Like just those things sticking up there, you can't see the scale of it. So we'll just walk over to the other landing, and you can see there's other parts of the gorge over here. So I'll spin you around. So you can see the other landing where I was over there. There's another gorge takes off up there, and then another one over here, and then if you keep on walking around there's another one here. Okay, so we're just going to make our way back after sitting there for a little while, taking this in. And we'll head to the next gorge. Ranger, it's out here somewhere. Not that far, up to here. Okay, so here is the main, that must be the trail. And here's the main lookout. Hikers below, do not throw rocks. Whoa, that's straight down, look. Straight down. That is magnificent, look at that. That is worth the little offshoot off the road to get here. Just there is some hikers. Must have gone for a swim down there. So just coming up here to, I think, the visitor centre. I think that's what it is, the information. And from there we'll see where Dale's Gorge is out one of these roads. So we'll have a look at the visitor centre and then go out to Dale's Gorge, or just drive past the visitor centre. So this road said 4-wheel drives only, but it's a good road. You can get anything up here, it's just a bit corrugated. Other than that, she's all weather. So this is the visitor centre. There's a phone here. I'm just going to go and have a look at what this big steel thing is out the back here. That's pretty cool. It just looks like a wall of steel. Well, there you go.
So it's an interpretive centre. So that's a pretty cool building. Some really good stuff in there. Spend a little time looking around and a bit of time videoing. So, well, let's get to where the water is. Might be able to take a dip. She's warming up a bit. Dale's Gorge to the left. Okay guys, got everything off. I'm going to head down to the water, see what it's like. So let's get going. Down there, I think there's something like 300 steps to get down there. But let's see how we go. So going down should be the easy part. Coming back up might be a little more fun. They've done a beautiful job of getting this walkway right past these rocks. Very well done. So there's the falls. Look at that. I might leave my shoes back there. Nothing like this after a bike riding week. Look at that. So unlike some others, I haven't subjected the internet to my dad bod. I wore a shirt. And you guys know who you are. It's chilly, but it's nice. Goodbye to one of the nicest places on earth. I can't imagine what the Aboriginals thought when they come across this for the first time. Out here in the dry. Okay, so about 300 steps to get back out. I'll catch you guys halfway up the top. Taking for some water, I'm out. Got some more on the bike. Bit of a look around, Karijini. As I said, I'm not going to do any of the long walks, so I'll do that on another trip specifically for hiking, where I can bring the four-wheel drive up and be set up for that sort of thing. But it's definitely been worth having a look on the bike, just to have a look at the few places. I've saved a couple of places that I didn't see for when I come back. So if I bring the family back, there's a couple of places that I haven't seen myself yet. So that will be pretty cool. And we'll probably do more hikes if we were to come back. So I was going to go to Wittenoom, but what I might do is go back and just check on the bike, do some maintenance, check it over, change the air cleaner out. I'll see what the fuel economy is, clean up an air cleaner, and then get ready for tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll take off to Wittenoom, and then the next day I will head off. Just got back.
just changed out of my bike gear, and I'm just going to do some maintenance on the bike, just check it over and clean the air filter. It's not too bad, I'm still getting pretty good fuel economy, but I have the time, so I might as well do it. Then today I only did Karijini, tomorrow I'm going to do Wittenoom. Give me the full day to get there, and I'll go the full circle, so I'll take the back road out here somewhere, the gravel track or road all the way out there, and then all the way probably back around and in, just so I've done the full circle. So let's get into this. As you can see, she's pretty dusty, but I'm still getting pretty good fuel economy, so it wasn't too bad. So nothing's got through, and she's dead clean the other side, so that's good. Okay, let's change it over. Playing a bit of music over there. Just replace that filter. It's my red back one. She's nice and clean. I've got the other one over there drying on a post, and then I'll put some of this oil here. This oil here in this bag, and oil him back up, ready to go. And then put everything back together. So then we'll be right to go, and I'll have a quick look over the bike. So that's the next job. Got the air cleaner in, the cover back on, the pannier back on. I'm just drying out the air cleaner, rapid way. Pegged it to the aircon. So I should get it dry in a few minutes on dry because it's refrigerated. And I'll put some of that stuff in the bag and squish it all together, and then I'll just store it on the other side. So I think it's about beer o'clock. So just seeing how I'm going to get back. I think I'm up here, so I think I'm going to go out to here to this roadhouse refuel, and then down here down to this roadhouse for fuel, then down here to Gascoyne Junction, and then from here probably down this road and then to Murchison, then either across the Butcher's Track, which I haven't been, or down this mine road, this station road here, which I have been a couple of times. So I'll probably stay here tomorrow night. That's a pretty good day's ride down that this track here. So that's the plan for not tomorrow but the next day. Tomorrow I'm heading up here to Wittenoom. So that's the plan.
Okay, morning guys. I'm just packed up and heading to Wittenoom to have a look around. So just got to get the helmet on and head off. So we're going to take the gravel out there and maybe do the loop back, maybe the gravel back, we'll see. So we'll get on the bike and get going for the day.
So we're on our way. Just heading, where am I? Here. Don't know if you can see that. We're heading out here, then up here to Hammersley Gorge and Wittenoom, and then I don't know if I'll come back or whether I'll do the full circle just to have a look. So that's today, and then tomorrow morning we'll start heading south. Try and get to Gascoyne Junction tomorrow. I think that's a good day's ride. So that'll be the plan. Turning right here. This should be the road. I've got a road train there and it's gravel up there, so I might be letting him. Oh no, he's turning left. Oh, that's good. I was going to say I might be letting him get well up ahead. But he's heading in there somewhere to a mine, no doubt. All roads are open, which I expected. Okay. Wittenoom, here we come. Well, Hammersley Gorge first, and then Wittenoom. There's a big mine or something up here. I just saw. So they must have closed over the road up there. See, washed out. You see a whole heap of smoke or dust. Unless it's a fire. I did see some smoke yesterday, so maybe it's actually a fire in there. If you have a look in there, you can actually see the flames going up that hill. Look at that. Can you see the flames in there? You can see them in there. Geez, with that dry grass and the temperature, that's just going to keep on going. Yep, here's the turn off here. Let's go and take a look. Some nice scenery up here. A little bit of bitumen. They bitumise these steep areas, I think, just because they must wash out.
So this is Hammersley Gorge, just off the road to Wittenoom. Just parked the bike up there. We'll go down and take a look. Another one of these jutting out things. Oh yeah, look at that water down there. Waterfall. Let's take a look. So they've built little stairs all the way down. Makes it easier. Especially dressed in full bike gear. Waterfall up there. How good's that? Unbelievable. People talk about down south, but there's nothing like this. You see the side of that, and then all of a sudden that is all squished together, and that vein there, it's like someone's just squashed that rock. Okay, let's climb back up the top and head out to Wittenoom, the town. What an area. If you come to Karijini, Hammersley Gorge, you've got to come here. I'm the only person here. No one else is here. When I was at Karijini, there was people everywhere. But out here, you're on your own. You could bring your family out here and just have the whole place to yourself. Unbelievable. Okay, to the top. Hardslock in full gear, knee braces and everything on. Out of the gorge, let's get going. Yes, a beautiful spot, I must say. So well worth the trip just to see that. Okay, let's get going. So that is the Hammersley Gorge, outstanding as I keep saying. Okay, so we're going to head back out to the highway and turn right and head to Karijini. Wittenoom. What am I saying? So we're not far out of Wittenoom now. Probably 10 k's, and made pretty good time. The road's a bit gravelly in places, but it's a good road. So it'll be interesting. There's a couple of, I think 3 people that live out here, 2 blokes and a woman. The woman, I was told, is a counsellor. I don't know if that means she's a shire counsellor or a, person counsellor. One of the guys is just retired and lives out here. I think his name's Mario. So we might bump into those guys. A guy I know up here knows them and said to tell them g'day if I caught up with them. Okay, so this is Wittenoom. So let's go, what's this? This is Doc Holidays that they talk about. This is Doc Holidays Cafe. This is one of the iconic photos that everyone takes of Wittenoom, and he's no fuel. So lucky I brought some spare, but it's pretty dry. So, we'll go and have a look inside here. This must have been some sort of outdoor area, maybe to get away from the flies. It's got all mesh on it. This is the inside, this is the cooking area. Still chip packets everywhere. Straws. That would have been where you sat, I presume. This looks like a cool room. What's out here? Oh, looks like another cool room. I guess they would have had to have quite a bit of food stored. It looks like a toilet block. I don't know when that come later or not. So not a lot left, but a little bit. That's behind the cooler. Doesn't go anywhere. So Doc Holidays Cafe at Wittenoom. Thought I was locked in there for a minute. We're going to have a look at the town side up here. I don't know which ones are still lived in. One there with lawn and satellite dishes. Oh,
Oh yeah, I'd say that's the one that's lived in. Oh, here's the guy, I think this is Mario. Someone said he had a Can-Am.
So, just here, this looks like some sort of meteorological thing, or a school or something, boarding house. There's the guest house up there, but I don't know if that's the real guest house or whether someone's just put the signs there. The rangers are in the back. One of the residents that's still here, Mario, has just started up his Can-Am over there. I'm wondering if he's going to come over and say anything. So we'll just go for a look through this building, see what's in here. Okay, so let's go and take a look. All sorts of junk. Stoves and kitchen stuff. Bits of wood. It's like a kitchen in here. Oh, it keeps on going. What's in here? Warmers and ovens. It's the room. Oh, some ping pong paddles from the old days, slushy cups. Just a whole heap of junk. Let's have a look down the other end. Looks like a few people come in and out of here. There's just rooms, mattresses just with junk. Just lots of junk. Some retro TVs. More fridges and ovens. Must have been like a boarding house maybe. And then some sort of room in here.
So that's a bit of a look at Dock Holidays, look at the town site. And we're going to go and see if we can find the gorges, which are down, I believe, down this road. Did I have them marked on my map? Oh, yep. At the end of this road, I believe. And it's also where the mine was and the tailings are, so I'm not going to go too close to those tailings, as it's dangerous stuff. But as I said earlier, this whole range is made of it. You can crack a rock open and it just comes out of it. Some of the last of the houses. There's tons of old stuff around here. Looks like plenty of traffic goes through here. magnificent country. It's a pity. I guess we made a lot of money out of the asbestos, but caused a lot of people their lives. But it's a pity that the place is contaminated, because it's outstanding. I've had some friends actually die of asbestosis. This is all safe here, by the way. You can come out here. You just don't go next to the tailings or in the mine or anywhere like that. Dale's Gorge is actually only the hill over the hill there. It's not that far away. Let's go and see what's in here.
So here we are at one of the Wittenoom gorges, and the mine's only just around the corner, and it is as good as the rest of them. Beautiful water, fish in the water. There's someone camping out here, so I had to chat to them for a while. We'll get back on the bike. There's one other little gorge that I'll look at, and there's two main ones here. There's one across a big creek crossing, so we'll go and have a look. May or may not go to that one. I've got the door off my air cleaner, so the air cleaner's a bit lower than normal. Just stopped here for a cool down. This is where the car was. Cars took off. So nice little gorge. Nice and calm, and we'll cool off a bit. Look at that. Big jutting out iron ore rock, nice beautiful water, nice cool down. Okay, let's head back to the town site. Might take another look there, we'll see. Okay, this is the end of the gorges, and I'll head back. Back at the Wittenoom town site. tyres and I've changed to jerry cans. I bought some jerry cans. That bladder was just getting goddamn a lot of pressure in it, and some of the seams looked like they were starting to struggle, so I just still got the bladder in the back, but I just thought I'd go to jerry's. I've always used jerry's and I've had a problem. Fuel's up a little higher, but I'd rather that than the bladder split open when I'm on the bike and spray me with petrol, or leave me without petrol when I need it. So I'm going to go to jerry's for the rest of the trip and just see how that goes. So yep, just heading off back through the Karijini Park back to Tom Price. So this is the roadhouse. I'm trying to think, what was it called? I can't think of the name. I'll put it in the at the bottom if I remember. Okay, I'll see you on the road. Leaving the roadhouse. I didn't have the name before. What's the name of this thing? Is it Oski Tourist Village? AUSKI. Okay, where is out? Up here. So another good thing about Jerry's, I think, is that you got 2 5 litres. So if you lose one, you only lost one. First thing. Second thing is you can a lot easily guess. I thought I'd actually put 12 litres. I thought there was 12 litres in the bladder. There's actually only probably about 8 or 9. It's very hard to tell how much is in that bladder. So just a couple of things that Jerry's advantages that Jerry's have over the bladder. But I'll try both and then see how we go.